Hello there, it's Allison here, and during this video I want to show you how you are going to make 100 pips per day, what the plan is to do that. I'm going to cross over shortly to a live trade on my MT4 platform to show you exactly how this is done, how you can make 100 pips per day, okay? Right, so if you want to grab a piece of paper and pen so you can take some notes as I go through this strategy with you guys, okay? So, first things first, this is no investment advice or an encouragement for you to go and trade if you don't know what you're doing. I am not a professional trader. I am just a student. I'm learning trading myself, and I'm sharing my experience and strategies with you, my subscribers and my viewers. So essentially, this video is strictly for educational and information purposes only. I'm sure by now you understand that trading carries a high degree of risk. You could lose all your deposits and not make any money if you don't know what you're doing. I think it's important to stress you need to educate yourself, and for that purpose we will be able to help you do this, okay? So that's out of the way. Again, like I keep saying, it's becoming something I like to say all the time. Trading is 95 preparation and 5% execution. Now, I'm using these same slides over and over again just to drive home the point. This is something I have just learned myself. It's not long since I have been trading, but I seem to have cracked the code. I seem to know how to make it work. And never jump into a trade. Even if you're getting free or paid trade signals, you should have enough knowledge, technical knowledge, to check and decide if you want to take the trade. These are very important things, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Right, so what indicators are you going to need for this strategy? You're going to need a trend indicator, you're going to need a support and resistance indicator, and you're also going to need a pip counter. I have all of these indicators. These are all free MT4 indicators, and I will be able to send them to you if you want them for free, okay? It might require you putting your name in an email form, and I will send it to you. If the form is not available below this video, then just contact me via Telegram group, which I'm going to leave a link as well, and we can send you these indicators for free. I got them for free. Okay, right. So the strategy, like I said before, is for you to select your pair well in advance. Some of you just trade one pair, some trade a lot of pairs, but whatever pair you want to use for this strategy, it is important you pick it well in advance so that you can understand its behavior. By that I mean, is it trending? Is it trending upwards? Is it trending downwards? Is it ranging? You need to properly understand its behavior so that you will be able to place your trade in the direction of a strong trend. So to better understand the behavior, you use the trend indicator, which I'm going to show you how that works, okay? You also use a support and resistance indicator, which I also have. You add your pip counter to monitor your pips. Now, you can take your profit wherever you want. I can make some suggestions. That's entirely up to you. And also make sure you use proper risk management. And make sure you decide in advance how much you're willing to lose by setting an appropriate stop loss, okay? So, having said that, let's go to the live trading. I will just exit this screen for 1 minute and I'll come back to my MT4. I'm on my remote desktop. So as you can see, I'm already 126 pips. Now, if you look in this corner here, you can see this is a real account. It's not a demo account. This is a real account. So I'm already 120 plus pips in profit in this trade, okay? Now, this blue line here, dotted line here, this is the trend indicator I was telling you about, okay? So this is a chart of the Australian dollar, US dollar, and yeah, so this is a naked chart of it, and the indicators I've got here are the pip counter. This blue dotted, that is the trend indicator, and also these are also support and resistance lines which have been automatically put in there for me, okay? So today is the 23rd of July. I get this my crosshair and I put it here for you to see. Now what I've been doing, I've been monitoring this pair since last Friday, because I know it's been going up. Okay, now if you understand your technical trading, you should know that support and resistance areas are important levels to watch. So because I already had my support and resistance indicator on this chart, this was already marked out for me. This zone here was already marked out for me as a potential point of a reversal. Okay, and so I was watching that and then put on my trend indicator. Let me just do something here. If I go to my indicator list, you can see that is the trend indicator. If I take it out, you see that will disappear, but I'm going to have to pull it back so we can see what we're talking about. I go to view, I go to navigator, and I'm going to put that back on the chart. And what I normally do, default is 24 hours. I'm going to make that 168 for 7 days and leave everything else the way it is. Okay, that you can see that has come back. Let's see. So if I do that, let's see. Oh, what is it? Not there. Oh, now it is telling me that it is ranging. It's still there, but it's telling me that it is ranging right now. Okay. So essentially that's that one. And then, so what I started to do, you can see I'm still getting more pips on this very particular trade. Okay. So what I did was to wait for this price to come into this resistance zone. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. If you notice, I'm on the 4-hour that is highlighted there. So what I did was to wait. With trading, you wait for the setup to come to you. So it bounced off this support level here, weak support level on Friday, and went all the way up. So over the weekend, it was right in this resistance zone. So all I did was to wait for the next candle, bearish candle to form. And then you can see here, I placed a buy stop order so that when the price starts to drop, I'm making all these pips. Okay. Now that is essentially what it is, really. Okay, there is not a lot of magic to it. I'm not really using this stochastic at the bottom, but again, that would have provided the extra confirmation that there is already a cross, and then you can place your sell, your buy or your sell order in this case. Okay, so this is essentially how I'm able to make this amount of pips. You are going to need to have good technical education in Forex, and this is what we can do for you. There are links below this video for you to consider joining our Forex Education group. So if you're struggling with Forex, if you're shocked that somebody can make 123 pips on one trade, there is so much Forex has got to offer. In fact, let me see, from the point where I entered, let me see how many pips are still there. You're talking over 100 pips now. For your information, I have multiple positions open here. I have about 3 positions here. That's why I managed to accumulate that number of pips. And that is something else I wanted to actually mention, that if you find a high probability setups, you can then stack your trades and based on your risk tolerance, and then you can have as many pips as you want. So potentially, if this was to drop all the way down, you're talking 100 pips. If you have, 120 pips up to this, assuming it comes down to this support level. So if you have 2 positions, that's 240 pips. 3 positions are 360 pips. Now, what would that do to your account? This is no magic. This is a live trade. And it's Allison here, just showing you how you are able to get 100 pips per day on your trade. This is no guarantee that you're going to get the same, because I don't know what your work ethic is. You also need to work a lot on yourself with trading, and this I'll be talking about in subsequent videos. Okay, so something I wanted to show you actually, but this thing just changed when I put in the resistor again, this trend indicator again. Let me go back and show you something I posted in our Telegram group earlier today about that same trade. That's that same trade, but then I was only 45 pips up at that time when I sent it. But what I wanted to show you here was that if you see here, this is the trend line that was in play at that time. Now it looks like it's changed from a downtrend to a ranging market. Okay, so but what happened was that you see, I entered the trade when I found that the price action did not break this upper trend line. That's another very important thing. So there was a resistance line there, zone there. Price came into it, pushed into the resistance zone, but was rejected. again confirmed by the downtrend, the upper trend, sorry, the upper line, the upper trend line was not broken. So I was confident that it was going to come down. And this was well early in the morning. And now, as you can see, I'm up well over 100 pips on that single trade. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a lot of value from it. I would love to hear what you think about this strategy, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Once again, it's Allison. This is what you call a retracement, just pulling back now. Prices never ever move on a straight line. They tend to pull back, but I monitor mine on the 4 hours because I tend to get better quality signals. If you want to see what is happening here, you can go down to the 1 hour time frame and see that it is beginning to retrace. Okay, that's not meant to freak you out, not meant to freak you out at all. You just know that it tends to retrace. Okay, but I prefer to monitor mine on the 4 hours. I start my analysis on the 4 hours, and then I look for an entry on the 1 hour time frame, and then I go back to the 4 hour to actually monitor what is going on, because if you go on the 1 hour time frame, you might exit the trade too early. All right, guys, so even 120 pips, that is an absolutely fantastic return for the day. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is also that little notification button. You can turn that on to get notification when I make this kind of videos. And if you want to share this video with your friends, that would be highly amazing. I will appreciate that. Yeah, so I will see you in my next training video. Once again, I have links below for you to click through and see if you want to join our Forex education setup, and we can take it from there. Once again, it's Allison. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.